Do you concur with that?
I think the issue is in patients with minimal liver disease. The issue is taking patients with hepatitis C, doing the appropriate staging evaluation, that is getting a liver biopsy. I think you can safely tell patients with no pack fibrosis or very minimal portal fibrosis that deferred therapy is a viable medical option.
This is the halfway point of the program. Dr. Solkowski continues.
Now, if that person wants to be treated, we do offer them care. I think the point is that their prognosis over the next 5 years, that same window for new treatments, is really quite good. The problem is, I've heard that translated to say that, well, I've got 100 patients in my practice of hepatitis C, and because the prognosis may be quite good, that you'll evaluate. So I think that kind of decision after evaluation is quite appropriate, and we probably defer therapy in as many patients as we treat.
And in those patients in whom you do defer treatment, how do you follow them?
Well, right now, I think there is a recommendation to follow serum ALT every 6 months. Now, for the most part, an ALT is a poor predictor of what's going to happen. Although there are emerging data from studies such as the ALIVE study here in Baltimore, that patients with a normal ALT will have a very good prognosis over the next 3 to 5 years. What we're telling patients is that we're going to repeat a biopsy in about 4 to 5 years after the first one to assess progression. Now, it may be that new therapies come, and as therapy gets better, biopsy will be less important.
Question for Dr. Solkowski? Yes.
Patient comes back to the treatment or now it's systematic where they drag all along. He has a high RNA titer. What type of
Well, unfortunately, patients today, typically genotype 1 infected patients who failed adequate doses of peginterferon ribavirin, there really are no effective treatments. There are a number of studies. The concepts being studied today are things like peginterferon maintenance therapy, that is placing them on a low dose of peginterferon, not 150 micrograms, but more like 50 or 90 micrograms, indefinitely to try to prevent scarring. The TNF antagonist Remicade, there are studies of that agent to try to prevent fibrosis. And these patients may be eligible for new trials. For example, a lot of the new antiviral drugs, the polymerase and protease inhibitors, will be first studied in non-responders. But for many patients, unfortunately, there are no effective FDA-approved treatments. The lymphomas have been quite interesting. The ones reported in the New England Journal of Medicine were splenic lymphomas. So they have not been a gastric mult, if you will. They've been low-grade splenic lymphomas or low-grade lymphomas with a high circulating abnormal lymphocytes, but not necessarily the mucus-associated ones. They're pretty rare. That's a good question. The question was screening for liver cancer or hepatocellular carcinoma, hepatoma. In hepatitis B, cancer can occur at all stages of fibrosis. Hepatitis C cancer is limited to cirrhotic patients. So patients without cirrhosis don't require regular screening. Now, the recommendations for cirrhotic patients is every 6 months ultrasound and serum ALT, although there are still not conclusive data suggesting that's a cost-effective strategy, but it is to identify tumors early when curative options are still available.
H. Ashen, Assistant Professor of Medicine, Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, with anemia, causes, detection, and treatment decisions.
When you're thinking about anemia, really there's only 3 types. Either you're not making enough, you're making enough but you're destroying what you got, or you're bleeding like steak. Okay? 3 types of anemia, that's what you need to know. So the basic approach to anemia is asking 3 basic questions. The first is, what is the reticulocyte index? The second is, what is the MCV? And the third is, what is the peripheral spheres? Yeah, I don't know how many of you look at the peripheral spheres every day on every anemic patient. I know I certainly don't. So let's start with the reticulocyte index. So everyone's familiar with the reticulocyte count. The reticulocyte index is just a manner of correcting for the degree of anemia. And so we put it into this little formula. We correct for the patient's anemia. The shift factor takes into account that reticulocytes an anemic patient will stay in the circulation longer than normal reticulocytes. Now, you'll see a lot of different formulas for correcting the reticulocyte percentage. There's no one is better than the other. And so if you put it through this formula and your reticulocyte index is greater than 2, it suggests that you have hemorrhage or hemolysis. If the reticulocyte index is less than 2, it suggests decreased or hypoproliferative anemia. Second question is, what is the SDV?
It should be less than 80 centiliters in microcytic anemia, from 80 to 100 in normocytic anemia, and more than 100 in macrocytic anemia.
Keep in mind that these are very arbitrary, well, not arbitrary, but they're not hard and fast cutoffs, that certainly there can be overlap between the groups. Don't forget that you have mixed, so someone has B12 deficiency and iron deficiency, but their SDV is nice. And again, peripheral smear. So the third thing is looking at peripheral smear. And the first thing to do is confirm what you saw in the SDV. You may see large cells, small cells, but the SDV is large. So you want to confirm that you're dealing with a normocytic, a macrocytic, or a microcytic process. The second thing is you want to look for specific findings on the peripheral smear. Things like hypersegmented neutrophils, macrothalassites, spherocytes, hepatocytes, sickle cells, and we'll go into some more of that. We think about 4 basic TIV high, saturation that's low, comparison that's low or normal. Anemia of chronic disease, you'll see a serum iron that's low, a TIVC that's normal or low, a transparent saturation that's normal or low, and a ferritin that's normal or high. Thalassemia trace, you basically see normal iron studies. In seroblastic anemia, you see usually high iron levels. So let's start with thalassemia. It's caused by a decreased production of alpha or beta chains. So you rarely see we're going to see a lot of minor, and it's common in adults with Mediterranean, African, and Asian descent. There's significant microcytosis out of proportion to what you would see with anemia of chronic disease or iron deficiency anemia. There's usually just a mild anemia. There's a high normal red blood cell count, and there's a normal RDW. All these are clues to it being a thalassemia trait. Now, what you can do is you can get the hemoglobin electrophoresis, and in beta thalassemia, you're going to see an increased hemoglobin A2 and increased hemoglobin F. Now, let's try to explain why this happens. So in beta thalassemia, what happens? You're not making enough beta chains. So you've got all these alpha chains hanging around, and the alpha chains say to themselves, well, what can I do? Where can I go? Can I pair up with somebody? And they end up pairing up with delta and gamma. And so alpha 2, delta 2 is then your hemoglobin A2, and alpha 2, gamma 2 is your hemoglobin F. So when you do a hemoglobin electrophoresis, you're going to see slightly elevated counts of hemoglobin A2 and hemoglobin F. And that's why you see that abnormality on the electrophoresis. Now, with alpha thalassemia, if you decrease the production of alpha chains, then you've got all these beta chains hanging around saying, what can I do, what can I do? The answer is, not much, okay? There's no other chain that they can hang out with, so they kind of form tetramers and they kind of get together. And so you usually do not see much of a change on your hemoglobin electrophoresis. In fact, you may actually see a decrease in the hemoglobin A2 level, but that's not really a very common finding. If you need to diagnose alpha thalassemia, you've really got to do molecular analysis. You can make the diagnosis.